Hi guys, welcome back to The Vanity. It's Jennifer. Today what we're going to do is a follow-up video to the CYO First Impressions. Now this is a brand that is exclusively at Walgreens. I do believe it's exclusively there. It's under the Boots number 7 umbrella, so yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the items after I've been using them for a while. Okay, so I've categorized them into like 3 categories. The stuff I would absolutely rebuy, the stuff that's meh, and the stuff that I'm like, no, I'm probably just going to declutter it now. So let's just go ahead and start with the stuff that I absolutely love and I would repurchase. First off, what I want to talk about is the CYO Long Lasting Foundation. The color I have mine in is 103, I do believe, yes. 103. As you can see, I marked it here at the bottom when I started using it. The camera won't focus. But I've been using this every day since I did my first impressions, pretty much every day. If not every day, like every other day. But I love this foundation. It goes on so easily. It looks natural on my skin. The color is such a great match for me. And by the end of the day, it still looks pretty good. It hasn't broken up a lot, but it's also not super matte. So I really like it. It's not super dewy, but it's not super matte. It's definitely more, I feel, of like I would say more of like a satin or like a velvety finish, because it's like, it's not either or, but it just looks really nice on my skin. It is what I'm wearing today, and actually I'm wearing pretty much all their products today, so I'll tell you that. But yeah, I love this. I am definitely going to rebuy it. I actually love the packaging too. I love that it's in this vacuum seal dispenser. I love that it has a pump. I like that it's plastic. I know I'm not going to break it. I can travel with it, and it's like goof proof. It's a never fails me, never does me wrong. So I love this. Next on the list is the Illuminating Mixing Cream Turn on the Light. The color that I have this one in is Into the Shadows. It's their more champagne-y or bronzy type color. This I actually like more on my skin. Like if I have a little bit of my shoulders showing or something like that, I feel like it gives a really nice healthy glow to my skin, and it's not overly sparkly. I do not, however, like it underneath that foundation. It just makes the foundation break up too much. It doesn't make it look as nice on my skin. I don't mind mixing it with something else and then I can wear it on underneath. If I mix it with the Maybelline Master Prime in the Blur and Illuminate, I mix these two on the back of my hand. I take a small stipple brush and then I'll, work it in this area and a little bit on my Cupid's bow before I do foundation. Mixed in, I don't mind it, but I don't wear it every day, but I do like it on the skin and I will rebuy it. Haven't used it much, obviously, because I'm in Wisconsin. We're going into fall/winter. So there's not really much skin showing these days, but I do love it. I am going to take it to Jamaica with me this winter. Leading into my next item, this also is a like shimmering skin type of product. This is their bronzing shimmering oil. It's called Gift of Gold. And this one I like basically put it on my hands and rub it into my legs like a lotion. I rub it into my arms like a lotion. I do feel like it gives your skin a little bit of a tint, like it's just tanning you just a tiny bit. So it's nice for us, very fair gals to just have a little bit of color. I don't feel like it gives you as much shimmer as the Illuminating cream, but I really do like it. And I'm also going to take this with me to Jamaica. I'm a little bit concerned though because this is glass, but I am going to try and take it with me. Next on the list that I did like and I would definitely rebuy is the concealer. It's their Highlighting Concealer Brush with Brilliance in the color Fair. If you like a more full coverage concealer, I don't think this is going to be what you're looking for. To me, this reminds me a lot of the Rimmel Match Perfection concealer, if you've ever used that. It does have more of just like a natural look. I do use it on my blemishes. It doesn't cover them 100%. I use it underneath my eyes. I don't have dark circles most of the time to cover, so I feel like this works really well for me. And The applicator is nice. I like that there's not like a wand constantly dipping into the product. So yeah, I liked the concealer. So the next one is the lipstick that I'm wearing today. It is there. I don't remember what the name of the lipstick is, like as far as if it's matte something or another or what have you. It's not matte, but the color that it's in is Rekindling. And it's like a nice, I would say it's like a darker mauve with a little bit of a silver reflect in it. The only downside I would say to the lipstick is the smell. It has a very artificial cherry smell. It smells like cough drops to me, like cherry cough drops or something like that. It doesn't linger though after I put it on my lips, so it's not a big deal, but I absolutely love this color, and the formula is pretty good too. I like the packaging. I feel like the packaging is pretty good quality for the price. I like that the lid, you know, securely snaps on. It's not going to be falling off in my purse. So yeah, I love this lipstick. I would absolutely rebuy this color. Next is the CYO Metallic Eye Stick. This one is in Clowning Around. It is what I have on my lids today. It's like just like a little wash of like, I'm going to look in the mirror here. Just like a wash of like silver glitter on the eyes, like a pearly silver glitter, like a little pearl base with some silver glitter without being like crazy glitter. Plus, you can put the glitter on your eyes without having the fallout. So I really enjoy this. It actually has me very curious about what their other eye sticks are like as far as the metallic ones, and see if they do the same thing and provide like that shimmer all over the eye. But I've been using it almost, I would say not daily, but a couple times a week when I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need to get my makeup done and get out of here. I will just do like I did today, even actually a little bit less. Like today I just used my Buxom eyeshadow palette, which I'll show you. I just used like the two matte shades in here, which is this one and this one. In the crease and underneath the eye, and then I just took this eye stick on the actual eyelid part and just dabbed it out with my finger, and you're good to go. Like I do that all the time, and I love the way that it looks. If you don't even have time for a crease color, you can just put this on the eyelid, tap it out, you know, to like blend it, and you're done. Like it doesn't fall off or smear or crease or anything throughout the day, so I would absolutely rebuy this. On to my meh products. This one is sort of like in between meh and maybe I would rebuy. The reason why it's sort of more into the meh category is because this is their bronzing rocks in Rock and Gold. This is their fair medium color. Now, it is definitely not like a typical bronzer. Like I would feel like a bronzer should have a little bit of shimmer and bring some warmth to the skin. It is actually what I've used as a highlighter today. So I definitely don't think it's a bronzer. As you can see, it's very metallic. I actually used it on the Cupid's bow as well. So for that reason, it's sort of in the meh category because I feel like they just really need to change the name because that's not at all what it is. But it's just these little rocks here. Am I going to continue to use them? Yes. Would I rebuy them? I don't know. That's why it's in the meh category. But I thought I would mention those as well. Well, I'm mentioning everything that I got. The next item is the powder blush, their Crush On blush in Tell It Straight. When I bought this online, I did think that it was a matte color, but it is shimmery. It's in the medium, like the meh category, because I don't feel like there's anything super special about the color or the formula. Yes, it's a good blush, but it's not like a color that I don't have or like a super long-lasting formula. I did wear it yesterday, and I feel like by the end of the day, it was kind of gone. There was a little bit of shimmer left, but it didn't wear off patchy or anything like that. It is definitely a very light color, so even, you know, at the beginning of the day, it wasn't like super intense. But yeah, it's in the meh category. I doubt that I will run out of this and need to rebuy it, but I don't know that I would if I had to. The next item in the meh category is their matte pressed powder, Meet Your Matte in Fair. The reason why this is in the middle category is I don't like it with their foundation. It makes the foundation look kind of it looks kind of cakey. Yeah, it does definitely cake up that foundation. It takes away the dewiness of that foundation that I do like. You know, it's not very dewy, but it takes away what is left. I do like using this with some of my other even more dewy foundations, and I feel like it helps counteract that and make them a little bit more long-lasting. Like yesterday I used it with my Rimmel Match Perfection, and I really liked it with that foundation. It made that foundation last longer throughout the day. What I tend to use this for is actually just a little bit of a spot powdering after I do my regular powder that I like. I'll make sure that this area on my brow is very matte by using this, and then I'll do a little bit here on the tip of my nose and like here, and then a little bit on my chin. And that's it, just to keep those areas more matte throughout the day without caking up the rest of my foundation. So that's my thoughts on that guy. And then the last one in this category is their lipstick and liner Too Clever by Half in the color Rainmaker. This isn't a bad color, and I really like the formula, but I don't see myself rebuying it. Like, it's not like a, oh my god, that's my best favorite everyday, just throw it on my lips but better color. I definitely prefer the other lipstick better, so that's why that one is in the middle. So I wouldn't really rebuy that one. Now onto the category for the items that I could just do without. These are the items that I would not rebuy. I do not recommend. I am not gravitating towards or using pretty much at all. Just one item because of what's already in my collection, and then the other items because I just don't like the way that they perform. So let's go ahead and get into that. The first item that I'm going to talk about, I did use it today as well, but it's their Brow Sculpting Pencil Frame of Mind in the color Dark. The reason I don't like this is it just deposits way too much color, so it makes my brows look too dark. I have to be a little bit more careful with using it than I would, let's say, my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill in the color Brunette, or Dark Brunette, I do believe. Yeah, Dark Brunette. I just have to be a little bit too careful with this. And then seeing that it deposits so much color, it can be a little bit smudgy since it's a little bit of a softer, like, crayon in there. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this pencil. They've got it right with the shape, and the spoolie's really nice. I feel like their formula needs to be a little bit stiffer, a little bit more waxy, so it has a little more lasting power. So I don't know. The next item is their Brow and Lash Gel. The color that I got mine in is Fair Medium. Now, I did use it today. I do have to say, the formula is a little bit on the wet side, which is fine. I actually don't mind the formula, and I feel like it makes my brows, you know, tame. It does what it's supposed to. But I don't like the applicator. So for that reason, I'm not going to continue to use it. I'll just pass it on to someone else who might get use out of it, and I wouldn't rebuy it. So C.Y.O, if you happen to be watching this video, just make a different wand on this thing and get rid of the idea of using it on your lashes. I don't see anyone wanting to use this on their lashes. It's not going to make their lashes look long, voluminous, or anything like that. So just keep to the brow gel and change the applicator. The next one that I'm going to say just pass on is just their mascara. This one is their Definition Mascara Divide and Rule. And the color is just in black. I don't know if it's the formula or just the wand. The wand on here is, I don't know, it's very soft. It's not soft, but as far as rubber bristles go, it's just not doing a whole heck of a lot to disperse the product. Yeah, I mean, like, that's not even that much getting it on my hands. Like, the roller lash, I guess it kind of does the same thing. I don't know. I just feel like the formula is just way drier. It doesn't get onto my lashes very well, and it doesn't do much for them. Also, the wand itself is so spiky and rubbery. I don't know. I don't like it. So for that reason, it's no-go. The last item in the no-go category for me, and this one is honestly just because of the size of my collection. There's nothing wrong with this eyeshadow, honestly, but I'm just not going to be reaching for it because I have shadows in every single eye palette that I own that are just like this. If you don't have that and you love just putting on like just a nice bronzy brown every day, go for it. But for the size of my collection, this color just ain't doing it. It's not metallic enough. I do have to wet it. And I have other colors in, like I said, every single palette that perform better. So that one is definitely a pass for me. I'll be passing it on. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the follow-up to the CYO products that I had purchased and my thoughts on them now that I've had them for a while. Thanks again for joining, and I hope you subscribe before you leave if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!